Hey everyone, Neil back once again with another quick streaming review for you. And today I'm going to be taking a look at Barry Season 3, Episode 1 and Episode 2. It's finally back, HBO's dark comedy. And yes, I will be spoiling the heck out of these two episodes. So, spoiler alert, you have been warned. Thank you. Now, in Episode 1, Forgiving Jeff, Barry, played by Bill Hader, of course, who also directs several episodes here. He's booking gigs on Craigslist for assassination work, but some of it goes really wrong in some pretty hilarious ways. And also, NoHo Hank, our favorite Chechnyan, played by Anthony Carrigan, played very well by Carrigan. He's brought in for questioning by the cops and is pressured into saying that Fuchs, Stephen Root, is the one who actually killed several people at the monastery, and also Detective Moss, the detective/girlfriend of Jean Cousineau, whom Barry actually killed. So, yeah, they're framing Fuchs. Now, Fuchs right now is in Chechnya, hiding out, so they're not going to find Fuchs anytime soon. Jean, played again by the great Henry Winkler, the Emmy winner, Henry Winkler, he decides to give Barry an ultimatum because he realizes and remembers that he was told that it was Barry that did this. And so he decides to pull a gun on Barry, but he botches the whole ultimatum thing when the gun winds up falling apart. It's this very old gun that he got from an actor friend, Rip Torn, in fact. Barry winds up turning the tables naturally, and he captures Jean and hides him in his trunk. And meanwhile, his relationship with Sally, played by Sarah Goldberg, is void of any real passion. You know, they're not really having a lot of chemistry together, these two characters. The actors have chemistry, but the characters themselves are not having a very good relationship, in the story. So, yeah, I mean, all he does is play video games all day, and he's not doing much, just looking for work. Now, in Episode 2, Limonada, Barry, who we think is going to kill Jean at first, winds up changing his mind, and he actually tries to get Jean apart on Sally's series, but she refuses. Unfortunately for Jean, he does actually wind up getting himself apart a little later on, and actually then later winds up convincing the casting director to give Jean an extra part, just a tiny, non-speaking part as well. Meanwhile, Hank is now dating Cristobal, so they're an item now, and he must hide from Cristobal's boss/father-in-law, so he winds up breaking up with Hank for Hank's safety, and the Chechnyans, they wind up, going on the run and hiding from these gangsters. So before Barry can tell Jean the good news, he actually finds that Jean has escaped the trunk of his car and winds up finding him at his son's house. So Jean actually runs to his son's house for safety and finds that Barry's already there. And Barry's just kind of quietly staring at Jean. He's quietly threatening him and his son and his grandson too. So that's how Episode 2 ends, it's like, okay, you're going to help me out now. You're going to cooperate now, Jean. Otherwise, yeah, I'm a killer. So it's very tense, pretty good episode overall. Barry dealing with his PTSD as well. He sees bullet holes in people's heads. So he's got this, really heavy conscious of everything. And I have a feeling that Sally is also on the brink of stardom, and that's going to lead to their split, because they're not doing too well right now. But that's just some ideas of kind of where I believe the story is going in season 3. The performances here are absolutely excellent. There's really not much to complain about. I mean, I will say it could have used maybe a bit more comedy. There are some really funny moments and some really, really tense ones too. Both happen at once when Jean's gun falls apart, and you see the expression, the panic on Jean's face. And Henry Winkler, again, just does such an amazing job here of portraying that character. So I thought it was a very solid first 2 episodes of Season 3. And, I mean, if you haven't seen this show yet, you must, because it is just so quirky with great characters and just fascinating performances. And I really like the direction too as well, by Bill Hader and others as well. So yeah, very solid. I'm going to give Barry Season 3, Episode 1 and 2, I'm going to give them both collectively an 8 out of 10, because it's a very good start to Season 3. Season 1 and 2 are just so great. I wondered how they're going to live up to the hype here of Season 3, and I believe we're getting a Season 4 as well. But we'll have to wait and see, right? What happens. So I'm going to stick with it, of course, and once the episodes are done, I believe there's 8 of them, I believe so, and once they're all done, maybe I'll do a hindsight review as well, and we'll see how Season 3 ended. But for now, I'm hooked as usual, as I already have been over the last few years, and man, welcome back, Barry. It's been too long. So that's all for this quick streaming review, guys. Again, my name is Neil here, and hope you're all doing well out there. Until next time, peace.